happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. I know you guys could probably already tell it is going down just by that title alone. Definitely gonna want to see this one as we're witnessing Kamala Harris being met with a very rude awakening. This newest update is we're seeing black voters turn their back on the Harris-Walz campaign, guys. Excited to get in this one, so we're gonna hop straight into it. Just make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Before we even get into it, you guys, hit that like button, also hit that subscribe button for your boy. Without further ado, let's jump straight into it, folks. Check this out.
People in your orbit who are either voting for Donald Trump or considering it?
For sure. A lot of my friends are obviously my age, so we're a little younger. We've only voted once, for a president. And Trump is kind of all we know. And they're kind of Trump and Biden. They're like, well, we were broke with Biden. We weren't with Trump. And that's kind of the only thing that I'm hearing over and over again, is that, well, Trump, we had money.
Trump, we had money. You can hear this interview across the country. You walk out on the streets and you can find somebody like that saying exactly that. Now, there is a viral clip that is a ping pong balling across my timeline. A panel of black voters unanimously agreeing about Kamala Harris, that her presidency would backfire on any black people who support her and brutally torch her in her latest interview performances. This would be Kamala Harris's cringe performance with a MSNBC, can't even call it a softball interview. It was like a tee-hee-hee tickle pillow fight party that was a broadcast live on MSNBC. She never answered the questions. She gave a bunch of word salads. This is from a YouTube account, The Millionaire Morning Show, with Anton Daniels. Anton Daniels, we thank you for this clip. It's gold, and you can see why it's going viral right here.
No, she is not presidential, and it will definitely come back to haunt people who vote for her. I think as long as people just don't really look for context in what they're saying or what she's saying, they'll just go along with it. They'll just go along. I was actually listening to a Tim Walz rally today. Just going for those applause moments and those stuff that will appeal to your emotions, but when in reality they're just intellectually and emotionally manipulating you. So absolutely no, she's not president.
Come on, y'all. I've been saying this video in, day out, guys. I've been saying the black folks are not stupid. And when you try to, play with someone's intelligence or insult someone's intelligence like that, they become very offended. And it almost makes them, just turn their back to you instantly. Like, they don't want to hear you out anymore because you already tried to play with their intellect, say that they couldn't comprehend that you were trying to get over on them, just trying to steal a vote. You got this man here who's saying she's just doing emotional. Her and her VP are both guilty of these, phony emotional appeals. And it's not going to work. And that's why we're seeing more and more black voters hopping off that ship, guys. Right there. He's putting it clear as day.
Potential, and it will definitely come back to bite people.
Does anybody disagree with that?
I agree 1000%.
Wow.
Why do you agree?
I mean, I've listened to a bunch of interviews that she's done, and well, I think she's done maybe like 3 outside of the presidential debate, and you can tell like she doesn't know what to say, and it's like she's reading from a teleprompter. You can see her eyes, but that one she wasn't reading from a teleprompter. That's how you know she didn't know what to say, and that's how she had to get out of there on time. So yeah, she says a whole bunch of nothing, man. So I definitely agree with Spaces said.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I agree as well. She never answers questions. I actually just sit there and watch. I observe her when she actually is on. When someone actually interviews her, she never answers questions. She give a bunch of word salad. She's not straightforward. If she wants to be presidential, she needs to be transparent about what her policies are. She needs to be transparent about what her plans are for the future. She just never answers questions. And the happenstance that she does, people just fall for it because they're emotional. They go off of she does the rah thing, try to get you with her emotions. She tries to get you with the fact that, she has a family. I've heard her family story. I don't know how many times. That's what she starts off with. And she just doesn't answer questions. So to me, she is not presidential. Yes, it will come back to bite us in the future.
Let me ask you a question to follow up on that. Is there anything that you like about her?
Not a single thing.
No.
Hold on.
Wow, guys, this is how many? This is an 8-person black voter panel. Not one single thing they can find they like about Kamala Harris, and it's because it's all just fake. You really try to look on the other side and say, hey, let me figure out something I can say I take, and I say, oh, I can admire that, or I like that aspect of what she's doing, but it's just all so like bought and paid for, just faked, that just. You can't get on board. You can't even say I like anything, or I can't pick anything right now and say that's genuine and I like that piece from, because you don't know what's real and what's fake at this point, because it's all just blurring together. And that's why they're saying this.
Not a single thing.
No.
Hold on. Wait. Before y'all answer, I want y'all to think about y'all answer before y'all say it.
Whew. Again, thank you, Anton Daniels. This is his channel right here. Give him a sub. Donald Trump is beloved by Black Americans, on the contrary to that clip and to what you might think. And the reason why has nothing to do with the lowest common denominator, reverse racialized discrimination, right, which the Democrat Party must cling to, identity politics, and racial hatred in America, which is pretty much all they have left to run on. It has to do with, well, what it should actually have to do with for every American, which is the economy, and has this politician actually helped my life? It's really heartbreaking to watch videos like this.
How hard does inflation hit you?
It hit me hard. It's hitting me hard.
What do you blame for it?
I blame the federal government at this point. If a working class mom who works as a paralegal cannot buy a $2 bell pepper because it's now $5, imagine a mother living on food stamps. Imagine a mother who's making minimum wage trying to feed children. They're killing us without killing us.
They're killing us without killing us. So what this black grandmother says. Okay, vote Trump. Because you have these problems with Trump. So you can go from the black paralegal professional grandmother to, rappers. And they actually all have the same, they actually have the exact same opinion.
Or Donald Trump.
Oh, my partners made a lot of money with Donald Trump.
The $1,200 stimulus?
Kamala Harris is not African American. Donald Trump trying to help my people get their jobs back. Kamala Harris was never even a president. She was the sidekick.
My partner is going to make a lot of money with Donald Trump. There should really be like studies as to why so many rappers have endorsed Donald Trump. Somebody needs to do like, I don't want to see any more of the polling. Like I want to see actual studies as to why every rapper in America supports Donald Trump. This actually.
There's a reason why the total economic crisis that we feel is hitting us, the working class, it may not hit the rappers at such, of the same magnitude, guys, but I'm tell you right now, they feel that in their pockets like we feel it in our pockets. The inflation hits everybody all the way around the table, and they're feeling it the same way. Like I used to have a little extra money that I could take a extra trip, after a tour, or an extra trip after I finally put out that album. But I'm finding that I'm only making enough money to pay my bills at this point and send my kids to that private school. You know what I mean? Like everyone is being affected, and that's why we're seeing, so many endorsements coming from, the rap industry, artists. And this is not Donald Trump reaching out. I'll tell you that right now. This is not the same thing that Kamala Harris is doing, where she's having to pay for the support and do these free concerts. I'll tell you that right now. This is all voluntary. And they're coming out and they're saying, hey, we lived better underneath Donald Trump. We could eat, and our kids could eat.
See actual studies as to why every rapper in America supports Donald Trump. This is actually a cultural phenomenon that I'm the most interested in. This is what it looked like in Harlem when two rappers took the stage with President Trump. Just a
Oh, I like that. I want to
Trump
get that
talking about
done.
the grill.
President Trump.
Say something,
man.
please.
One thing I want to say. One thing I want to say. They always gonna whisper your accomplishments and shout your failures. Trump gonna shout the wins for all of us.
You heard? Yes, sir.
Make America great again.
Two local New York, Harlem-based rappers, Brooklyn-based rappers. It was an amazing moment, and this truly needs to be studied. And I think that this is why there's going to be a really, really exciting election night in November, because you can't poll this. You can't poll this. We know that there are suppression polls. We know that there are people who are going to be lying to pollsters, or are not going to be forthright, or going to be impossible to poll. And people, though, know in their bones they had a better life under President Trump. Whether you're a rapper, whether you're a grandmother, whether you're on a panel with 20 other people, it's the same thing. Kamala Harris is not a serious candidate, not a serious person, not even a legitimate candidate. She didn't legitimately win anything. She hasn't done any interviews. She hasn't won any primaries. She never stood for the election. She never won a single state. She didn't get a single vote to run for president. It was all centrally rigged, just like they're centrally rigging our economy right now. And Trump's going to fix that.
Yo, there we have it, guys. That one coming from our friend Benny Johnson. Definitely make sure you guys check him out. I'll be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below for those who want to go over there. Check that out. Also, you guys to go over there and show our friend Benny Johnson a bit of love. Definitely go show him some love, guys. Oh my goodness. This right here, just like what Benny said, this cannot be polled. This type of support that Donald Trump is bringing in, we're seeing it's not showing up on the poll. So that's why election day, November 5th, is going to be exciting. I'm telling you that right now. And I can almost guarantee you right now, those lunatic lefties who have been losing it lately are definitely going to have a sour face, jaws on the ground when the results are in, because people can see straight through Kamala, Tim Walz campaigns they're trying to, undermine folks' intelligence, saying that, they're not wise enough, they're not capable to form their own opinions, to think for themselves. They're going to see a black woman up there and be able to relate and say, hey, we're going to push this lady. We're going to push her because, she's going to be the first black woman president. And honestly, this would be terrible for the black community. It would almost be embarrassing for us to put her up there. I mean, knowing what we know now about, the lack thereof of a candidate we're seeing put in front of us, I can't see how folks could ever vote for this and be like, yeah, this was the first. And we look back in the history books and we see Kamala Harris, guys. I don't know. That's just me. Yo, definitely hop in the comment section though. Let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you did enjoy more content like this, catch you guys on the next one. We go.